Good morning, everybody. I hope that you are able to hear. If anybody's on, um, let me know that you can hear. I'm going to give a few minutes for us to be able to get on if anybody's available to log on. Otherwise, you can definitely feel free to watch and share the replay. For those of you who see this and this is your first time seeing something that I've put out, my name is Courageous Fire. This is Courageous Fire LLC. And today is an opportunity for our community to learn how to keep our Black women especially safe. So we lost a beautiful Black sister, and I know that it is in the news and her name is known. I'll put the link in there, but I just, out of respect to the family, I really just don't want to keep broadcasting her name at this point. But we need to understand something about domestic violence, Black community. One of the most dangerous things to do when a person is in a violent relationship and they are planning to leave, one of the most important things to do is to encourage them to talk to an expert to get a safety plan. What is a safety plan? A safety plan is literally a plan to make sure that you can leave the relationship safely without having your life taken and without being physically harmed in some way, or the people that are trying to help you being physically harmed. Some of the things that we think about in our community to do, I need you to understand today, are not safe to do. So one of the things that we think of in our community is, I'm going to go over there with the victim and help her move her stuff. We're all going to go as a big group and then she'll be safe. I need you to understand that that is a temporary form of safety, and I need you to think past the moment. After that moment, that abuser knows where she lives. He knows where her village lives. He knows where she goes to work. If she's in college, he knows where she goes to school. If she goes to church, he knows where she goes to church, and he knows what routes she takes, and he knows her schedule. So you are only providing temporary safety. You are not stopping the escalation of violence. 75% of women trying to leave domestic violence are killed or seriously maimed or injured. So I need you to understand that that is only temporary safety and is most likely not going to keep her safe as she makes that transition. Number two, a lot of times we will say in our community, you just need to tell him that you're done, and so he will leave you alone. Please understand that abuse is a form of control for the abuser, and that person who he is victimizing is his possession as far as he sees it. When you threaten someone that you are going to take the possession of which they have control, that escalates the violence. So going home and making an announcement, I am leaving you, or you need to leave, I'm done, we're over, is absolutely not a safe thing to do. Please understand that if someone shares that information with you and you pat them on the back, or you congratulate them, or tell them how proud of them you are, you are literally giving approval to a person who has spent weeks, months, or years being criticized, berated, demeaned, and belittled. So your approval means a lot to them. When we receive approval as victims, it makes us feel good about what steps we are taking because someone is showing approval. Beloved, In this video, there is a link, and I will also include the phone number. The National Domestic Violence Hotline is a number that people are not mandatory reporters. They will not sneak and call the police and escalate a situation. They don't do that. What they do 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, is that they help people make safety plans that consider their specific situations, circumstances, whether they have kids at all, whether they have kids with the person, whether they work together, whether they have the only vehicle, whether they have a job or not, whether the abuser watches their kids for them. All these different factors matter in making a safety plan that will keep her safe while she is exiting the violent relationship. I can't say it enough, family. I am out in the community doing free trainings most of the year, every year. We need to get educated on how we can truly help. The hotline.org or dialing 800-799-7233 gets her to an expert. Does she not have a safe place to make that phone call? Then give her the safe space to make the call and do her safety planning session or sessions if there needs to be more than one. But that is how we can best support someone who is actively being victimized and is trying to end the relationship and transition into safety. Thank you for listening. I'm Courageous Fire. Let's be safe. Blessings.